That's horrible. That's horrible. You should never put your arm inside a tree. It's just not right. Good morning. Today we are running to the brand new album by SASAMI. It's called Squeeze. It's 32 minutes long. It's a very cold day, so I'm going to move fast to keep warm and hopefully put a smile on your face. Let's get going. And the watch is on, the music's on, and we're off. Come on, go, 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 go. It started as this gap-toothed horror nursery rhyme. There are many ways to skin a rat, and then now immediately steps aside for this complex and cascading barrage of riffs which wrap themselves around you like a python dressed in leather. These riffs are so tight, and the vocals, they are moving my eyeballs like a poltergeist moves furniture around a house. Oh my word! These guitars sound like NutriBullets making concrete smoothies. There's something in there. It's like the ghost of Frank Zappa haunting a Nine Inch Nails soundtrack. You started the morning with SASAMI and you're with her. You're thinking like her. There's this little problem, and today there's only one thing to do about it, and that is to stomp on it. My head feels like a pavement right now. That first song had you in such a tight grip. This second song is looser. It feels freer. It's like falling through the smoke that used to hang around above snooker tables. The difference between the first two songs is mind-blowing. This is like a big pop song, and there's lines in there. The greatest love of all makes you think this album is talking about how we can exaggerate things. That's what I'm thinking. That drum fill into the second verse. It is stunning. It makes you feel euphoric. It's like sinking Russian oligarchs' yachts on your lunch break. Some absolutely amazing lines in there. I carry you around me like a chain, again adding to this idea that you're being pulled down and there's something around you squeezing you. And then another line about being left on the interstate and someone paints lines around her and she licks it. Is that savouring the divide between you and someone else, or doing anything to dissolve that barrier? It's such a magical and weird world, and we're only on the second song. Musically, this song is so open and free sounding. It's like the sunlight coming through these trees, but lyrically it hits you like a bag of hammers. The grip has tightened again on the song Say It. We've got this marching, almost glam rock groove, and oh my god, what are you doing to me? Are you holding me back, or are you letting me go? There's a guitar line, whoa, on this song, and it seems to, I don't know, it's making me think of a battery charging. It seems to be giving the song the power it needs to get out of that tight grip into this beautiful chorus. But saying that, this chorus is kind of beautiful and terrifying at the same time. That's the vibes I'm getting from this album. Beauty and terror are very closely related. I love that line about don't agonise, just say it. It's making me think that there's a lot of exaggeration on this record, and do we sometimes exaggerate problems, make them bigger than they really are, in the hope that by overthinking them they'll get resolved quicker? The chorus, you got this bass line, is loose bass line that's like a tractor. It reminds me of a tractor, and you've got these bits of guitars in the background like owls in the trees. It's painting such a very strange dream world, and it's astonishing. There's so much kind of like effortless complexity on this album, and the way songs themselves change between the verses and the chorus, it's freeing in a way. It kind of frees you from what you expect from an album. It feels totally new and totally different. Music which squeezes you, then loosens its grip on you, then squeezes you again, and then loosens its grip on you. This one, Call Me Home, you've got lightly strummed acoustic. There's an amazing line in there about get a real job with a fake smile. She just said there, it's better to have a bit of a bad thing than something which is always good. What is going on with this album? It's absolutely blew my mind. I don't think I've ever heard anything like it. And the squeeze is back on with the song Need It to Work. She repeating over and over, she needs it to work. Do you notice me? This is such a hungry song. I feel like this song is eating me alive. What's really kind of staggering about it is, as a listener, you feel like your relationship with Sasami changes. Like on this song now, you feel more powerful than her. She's asking, do you want to punish me? Then on the song before it, I felt weak compared to her because of the love she was offering. This unconditional love that no matter what, you can call me home, and that I don't know, I don't think I've ever had that relationship with an album before. Her guitar playing, this, I love it. It feels like everything she plays on guitar is coming from this infinite supply of inspiration. You burned it down with your cold heart. Again, another wonderful contradiction. The order of this album is perfect. Heavy song, acoustic pop song, heavy song, acoustic pop song. It really is almost like to be grabbed by a python. You're squeezed, you're released, you're squeezed. This album is mind-blowing. She's nailed country music on that song, and the song before it had this terrifying, angst-filled, futuristic lead guitars. I don't know. She's a time traveller. Now that's interesting. On the song Make It Right, she seems to have combined the two worlds of the tight squeezing songs and the free songs as one, and she's saying she's trying to make it right. Is it about finding that balance? And now on Sorry Entertainer, it feels like the balance of the album has changed. When you're expecting a kind of lighter song, is a heavy one there with a bass drum that will really get the water out of your ears. Oh, let's go, let's go fast. And that feels like, whoop, it's a deliberate move, because Sorry Entertainer it's a Daniel Johnston song, I'm sure it is. His version is like on an out-of-tune ukulele or something, and this one she's deliberately made it heavy to upset the rhythm, the flow of this album, to show maybe to the listener that we are approaching the big squeeze. This is so cool. This is amazing! Oh, oh, give me that guitar solo! Look at these legs go to Sorry Entertainer! This is the best running song of all time! We are finally on the song called Squeeze, and yes, she's reading off a list of things. It feels like a list of things which can lead to this feeling of tension, of being trapped. This song shouldn't be so catchy. How is it happening? Everything feels like it's in a different key. That chorus really feels like your brain when you're overthinking things. What is going on now? An instrumental song with strings is beautiful. It's called Feminine Water Turmoil. Okay, that served as an introduction to the next song, the final song, and the way that they've coupled those two songs together makes you think it's deliberate. This is meant to stand alone from the rest of the album, because so far the songs have been so different from one another, but to merge two together like that adds importance, shows that it's placed in an important part of the album, an important part of the story. I promise you, when you listen to this album for the first time, it ends in a way you never expected it to end. This is what I'm thinking. The album starts with a small problem like skinning a rat, and it escalates, it gets out of hand, okay? And it shows how like a small problem can be all-consuming. This last song is looking at small moments of beauty, a beautiful sound, a beautiful sight. The sight isn't a full photograph, it's just appreciate it for what it is. So while you can obsess over the little things which trouble you, try focusing on the little things which can bring you to your knees. Fill your life with beauty and wonder. Oh, hang on a minute. What a run, about 8 kilometers. What an album. Really quickly, if you've got a small problem and you let it get out of hand, usually because it exists in your head. That's where you complicate things. That's where you just make it a bigger deal than it is. On that last song, there's these moments of beauty, and what she does, she writes it down. She makes a note of it. She tries to translate the things she sees around her into little works of art, and that makes the moment more beautiful, makes it more lasting, rather than having this little problem and exaggerating it in the hope that you can get it over with as soon as possible. Don't do that. Write things down. Once you've written it down, the exaggeration has gone from it. It becomes a bit of art. It's no longer in your brain. It's no longer growing. It's out there in the world to inspire and motivate people. Like that moved me so much. Listen to it. What an incredible album. Album of the year so far, without a doubt. I'm a running punk. You should be running punk too. Love you. Bye.